Circle. Circle doesn't have 8 lines. This makes no sense as a solution, based on the information we're given. But this, according to what I just saw, this is the solution. That makes no sense. That makes 0 sense. Because we have a shape that has 8 lines, and it's the star. The circle does not have any lines. Like, I don't understand, like, unless I'm misunderstanding how that 8 is connected, I don't think that is even the correct solution for that. So, okay. Oh, we're running low on nails. Yeah, I completely disagree with the solution of that puzzle. Okay, another save thing. We will save here in a bit. Okay, we're gonna need to get something that needs to be frozen. Oh, hide. Brent, what happened to your arm? I just realized he doesn't have an arm anymore.
Father, what happened to you? You're in shock. We need to take care of your injury before you bleed out. He's lost an arm. He's lost...
Okay. Find a way to help him. I'm guessing it's going to be in the other room? Oh, this is great. Ah, I see. It's a time travel thing. Let's finish exploring first. Okay, there's the rifle, the electrical rifle thing that we have some ammo for. Okay, good. We got some nails. Okay, so the mirror. I'm guessing we can't go through the mirror because we have to do this first. How am I feeling about it so far? I don't like the key puzzle solutions, or the hints for the key puzzles, because we just ran into one that made 0 sense. The combat is still jank. Like, it doesn't feel good. Oh, it's... so far as I can tell, the story is not very deep. It seems like it's kind of a medical retelling of like Fatal Frame 2, where it's like, it's a ceremony about twins. It's like, yeah, that's literally Fatal Frame 2. So like, I don't know, like I don't think it's terrible. I have yet to find anything that would like make me go, oh, this is actually really solid, or oh, I really like this feature. A lot of it's just been, it's okay. I don't like the combat. I think some of the paper hints to the puzzles are more confusing than the puzzles themselves. I don't even know where I'm going, dude, at this point. I'm just walking through all these rooms. Hey, it's anatomy on a table. That's totally not a reference to something. Oh, there's another one. Okay, a bunch of that. What is this? Looks like a puzzle. It is indeed a puzzle. But I think it's missing a piece. Okay. But I don't think it does anything fantastically, and then the parts that it takes from other games, it just doesn't take any of the good parts of, in my opinion. Okay, that's where we came in. So it just feels like a clunky mess with some like lackluster puzzles. With a story that just feels heavily derivative. Okay. So I guess let's go back in time. If I can remember where the heck I'm going. I just went in a circle. Played it way before I got a PC and experienced much better games trying to do the same style. Played it, didn't get anything great. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I heard a lot of people really enjoyed this game, and I think it does a good job of harkening back to stuff. But by doing that, I think it holds itself back. And I think that's the problem I have, is I think if this game wasn't like, hey, remember Resident Evil? Hey, remember Silent Hill? Hey, remember, you know, these other survival horror games? I think this game could have been something unto itself, but so far I've just not really felt like it deviated enough from the formula to really... Nice face on the wall. That's definitely a reference. There's no way I'm looking inside. Okay, fair. It doesn't deviate enough from the formula to make it feel like it's its own. It just feels like it's just like, hey, survival horror, that was fun, right, guys? And I don't know. Okay. Well, we know what we need to do here. Which I don't think is inherently bad. But it could do more. And I think that's the problem, is I was expecting more. Because there's another game that does this kind of thing, you know, where it harkens back to stuff, but does so much more interesting stuff, and it's called Alyssa. Alyssa is a very difficult, you know, survival horror thing, but it handles its own thing so much better. The characters are more interesting, the story's more interesting. Okay, this is to break the ice. The boss fights are just bananas, you know. It has the right amount of like fun and intrigue, and like the doll design is cool. I don't want to examine it. Equip the thing. Why can I not equip my weapon? There we go. Ugh. I can't walk over that grate is the problem. First hour of Alyssa, you couldn't stand? I mean, I definitely don't think it's for everybody. Because Alyssa, like I said, Alyssa is very difficult. We really struggled with Alyssa. But... okay, we only have 4 more shots at that. Hello there, guys. How you doing? How's it hanging? Just looking for an arm here. But Alyssa kind of stands on its own while still harkening back to that survival horror stuff, and that's what I kind of expected from this, right? And it's just not what I'm getting. Okay, well, we can't fight you. Started right off something that didn't violate, so I was just frustrated. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. Like, again, I don't think Alyssa's a perfect game either. I just think, like, it stands out more because it does some very crazy things. I hate this map system too, dude. It doesn't stay on whatever map you're on. You have to figure out what floor you're on, click it, and then if you accidentally click off, you like rotate the thing. If you accidentally right click, you have to go back into the map, pull this up. There's just so many clunky things about this game. Just so many clunky things. Okay, so we have to get an arm. But we didn't find an arm. Oh, we do have the tube, though, so maybe we need to solve the monkey puzzle? Maybe that's what it is? Let's go back and see if we can do the monkey puzzle. But I think we're still missing something. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna say like Alyssa is like the best version of a survival horror or anything. It's definitely got its own issues and it's very difficult, but and combat is a requirement in that game. That's the thing. Like, survival horror has this weird thing where you can run past a lot of like enemies and stuff in survival horror, but there's almost always bosses you have to deal with, right? And a lot of them copy that formula, and I don't think bosses are necessary for how do we get in there for survival horror, but at least letting people have ways of conserving resources has to be important. And I feel like there's some games that come out more recently where they don't take that into account. They're like, oh no, you're gonna fight literally everything. They don't give you the chance to like run around and not engage. I'm looking for the monkey puzzle, which should be over here, right? Not touching any of that. Okay, well. Okay, so the monkey puzzle should be here. Okay. So do we still need this is what I'm curious about. Use. Okay. Okay, what does this do? What am I trying to do here? So there's see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, and then there's this. Okay, I did that on a whim. Okay, what? What am I doing here? I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I'm just copying what's ever over here. But the thing is we can change. This is completely unclear. Like, what is going on here? Maybe we need to examine this. Can we use this crank? No. Can we pull this thing? Okay. There we go. We can pull this. The monkey thief. judge read the sentence aloud in unwavering voice, his fingertips sliding rapidly over the small bumps cover the surface of the paper. Defense attorney hypnotized by the angry movements of the judge's lips. The accursed mother wrote in capital letters frantically on a slip of paper that she lifted her head in desperation. When the gavel hit, the victim resigned, so the cold blade inevitably fell on the innocent's neck. Okay, what is that? Okay, so the judge read the sentence aloud, his fingertips sliding rapidly over the small bumps that covered the surface of his paper. The defense attorney seemed hypnotized by the... Okay, so that's seeing, maybe? Okay, well, let's use this on this. We don't get to keep the... So you can read it, but as soon as you read it, why would this not just stay out? Like... Okay, so I don't understand how this relates to anything. So if I use this on here, these buttons become active. Okay, so there's... Okay, so this is the head. So his hand's on the paper. Mesmerized by the lips. Is that this? And then held the paper over their head? Maybe that? That doesn't help. Why do they change color? I guess they're just whatever color. So I really hope when the second game comes out, they revamp every design of a puzzle that they do. Because these are just so absolutely insane, right? Because this says the bunkie thief, right? The judge reads the sentence aloud, his fingertips sliding rapidly over the small bumps covered on the surface of the paper. It's Braille. He's blind. Oh my god. Okay, so he can't see because it's Braille. Yes, okay. Hypnotized by the angry movements of the judge's lips. Don't know what that is. Wrote capital letters frantically on a slip of paper that she lifted over her head in desperation. When the gavel hit, the victim resigned. The cold blade inevitably fell onto the innocent's neck. Okay. So, I see. We need to put this back here. Okay, so he's blind. He's mesmerized? I don't know what that means. And then the innocent would be headless, right? And then over their head, the only one that looks like that would be that, right? So... Okay, so that's not it. I don't, okay. Okay, so we know this is probably blind, right? Because he said the small bumps on the paper, so he can't see. so I think there's a trick with the mother, much like the... So I think that's what it is. I think everything is like, it's not what it says it is. Right, so like this is... He can't see because it's Braille. Hypnotized by the angry movements of the judge's lips. I don't understand this one. Right, this is the problem here. What is this one? She lifted over her head in desperation. Gavel hit, the victim resigned, and so the... This is so awful, dude. Like, I was hoping for good puzzles, and these puzzles just don't make sense. Okay, so he's blind. Maybe mesmerized is like no head? And then there's this, because they said that like that's on the ears, but that would be over their head, I guess. I really wish I understood. And then there's two that are basically the same, except either his hands are over or his hands are on his knees. Right. Okay, so these two didn't change. No, these... So this is the only one that changed. So wait, if I do this again, do they all change? No, this one did change, because this should be blind. So... I'm curious if there's like a... Whenever you hit the gavel, if you have it right, it keeps certain things? No, it doesn't. I don't get this puzzle, man. I hate having to look at a walkthrough because the puzzle should be complicated enough to where it's like, okay, this makes some sense. It's okay, so it's what I did before, except I didn't do the right one here. It's literally just see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and then dead. There's nothing more than that, according to what I just read. Yeah. Then what's the point of the scroll? Like, other than to tell you that the guy dies in the end. Staple gun. The power is adjustable? What? What does that even do? Why do we have a staple gun? Okay, now it's at full power. Why do I need a staple gun? Okay. So we gotta fix Guy's arm, right? So we gotta go to the other world and we gotta find an arm somewhere. Welcome back, Void. Okay. So I think he's in here. So he's in here. And then we gotta go through here, and then somewhere in here is an arm. And I'm guessing maybe the staple gun is to put it back on, but... Of course. Sorry about that. Someone was bringing me dinner, and I thought it was in the game for a second. I was like, what is that noise? Okay. That's what the staple gun's for. Now he has an arm, I guess.
Father, are you okay?
Carolyn, my child, that thing has stolen my Bible.
Stay there, Father. Right now, it's vital that you keep calm.
Yes, you're right. I don't know how I'll be able to thank you for taking care of my arm, my child.
What are you talking about, Father? It wasn't me.
But I saw you. Oh, you are right. I'm getting confused. Now that I think about it, it was Dr. William who treated my arm.
Dr. William, the Wildberger twins' father. Is he in the mansion?
I had no idea Dr. William had daughters.
Where can I find him?
He's usually in his office. You'll probably find him there.
I'll go find him. He might be able to give me some answers.
Wait, take this. I'm sure it'll be more useful to you than me.
Thank you, Father. I'm sure this will be of help.
Got
Just on by default. Okay. So, now we have the electric lamp, which allows us to fight enemies in dark areas. Remember all those enemies that we couldn't fight before? Guess what we can do now? All right. There's one over here, right? No. I thought there was one in this area. Maybe it's in the other world? Yeah, I think it's in the other world.